Over the years, we have seen many of our favorite housewives come and heartbreakingly leave the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not many newcomers were instantly loved the way Porsha Williams was. Immediately she hit the screens, viewers loved her bubbly personality, and soon after the rebranded Porsha after her divorce from ex-husband Kordell Stewart. She seemed to have the thing for reality television, and her drama with Kenya was something to die for. Porsha's chemistry with Nene and Phaedra was interesting to watch, and she had a legit storyline about her life that was interesting. From how she was devastated during her separation from Kordell, to how she would be a ride or die to her boyfriends, she sure knew how to keep people talking about her. Do you remember her cheerleading for her football player boyfriend Duke Williams, who was significantly younger than her? Well, Porsha has had many cringe-worthy moments, including the Underground Railroad comment to saying 265 days a year. That was why when she left RHOA, it was reported that producers were in a fix on how they could save the show's viewership. This was a period when OG housewives like Nene, Cynthia, and Phaedra had left the show. Cynthia would have showed us her life with her then-new husband, Mike Hill, and events leading up to their divorce. However, it was Porsha's exit that really hit hard, leaving fans skeptical about the show's future. With Nene's controversial exit, it seems that Bravo wants nothing to do with her. That is why she was deleted from the show's face card recently. With this in mind, a return of Porsha could save the show. Bravo has definitely missed out on interesting moments in Porsha's life that could have made excellent television material. From the moment she started dating Simon Guobadia, Porsha made headlines and could have provided the much-needed context for viewers to look forward to watching the show. It would be extremely entertaining to hear her side of the story on how their relationship began, and other castmates like Kenya would have a field day dragging her. Porsha's glamorous engagement and her 2 weddings would definitely keep viewers glued to the screen. And what about keeping Fallon Pina on the show to see the drama between her and Porsha? If you ask me, Bravo lost a real story with interesting dynamics here. It would be interesting to hear all that Fallon Pina has to say, as she has already spewed lethal words against her former fiancé. Fallon even said that Guobadia is not capable of having children, and that Porsha and Simon began seeing each other when he was still married. That would explain how they moved on so fast to an engagement within 1 month. Considering that Fallon said her ex was incapable of having any children, it would be interesting to hear how this plays out, since Porsha would want another baby. Porsha's interesting life with her husband Simon Guobadia is something fans would like to see. Just the general lifestyle with the loaded husband, including their vacations and exotic trips, as well as the relationship between Simon and Porsha's daughter Pilar Jenna, or that of Porsha and Simon's children, as well as the baby mamas. When making her appearance on Peacock's The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, Thailand, Porsha talked about her relationship with Guobadia, but did not get into details. She made an appearance on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live to promote the newest season of Ultimate Girls Trip, and when asked if she would consider returning to RHOA, she replied, "That might be possible. I'd say never." Earlier on, when asked why she left the show, Porsha said, "I had already decided that it was time for me to step away at least 6 months before I told any of the executives what I was going to do. And long before I even met my now husband," she says. "I was turning 40. I was hitting my 10-year mark on the show, and I really just had to reassess where I was and what I wanted totally out of my life. So that's where that decision came from. All I can hope for is the return of Porsha Williams to the show before its ratings sink any lower."